Hey everyone, welcome back to Coding Tips Part 3. In the last video, we set up our coding environment using Visual Studio Code and Live Server. We created our project folder and learned how Live Server automatically updates our web page whenever we save our files. That setup was important because every developer needs a good working environment before writing code. Today, we're finally building our very first web page using real HTML and CSS. This is where web development starts becoming exciting because you'll actually see something you created appear in the browser. So open Visual Studio Code and open your project folder. Now, open the file called index.html before we start typing code. Remember this, coding is not about memorizing everything immediately. The goal is to understand what the code does. Once you understand the purpose of something, remembering it becomes much easier. What is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML creates the structure of a web page. Think of HTML like the skeleton of a human body or the foundation of a house. It gives shape and structure to everything on a website. Without HTML, there would be no headings, no text, no images, no button. So links. Every website you use today starts with HTML. Now let's write our first code. Type this inside your index.html file. Type HTML greater than less than HTML greater than head title my first website. Title link rel equals style sheet href equals double quotes style dot css greater than less than head body greater than h1 welcome to my first website h1p hello everyone. This is my first web page using HTML and CSS. P body HTML. Now let's understand it step by step. Type HTML. This tells the browser we are using modern HTML5. It's single quotes s, basically saying, hey browser, this is an HTML web page. HTML. This tag contains the entire web page. Almost everything goes inside the HTML tag. Inside it, we have two major sections. Head body. The head section. The head section contains information for the browser that users usually don't directly see. Inside it we have title my first website. A title. The title appears at the top of the browser tab. Then we have less than link. Rel equals style sheet href equals double quotes style dot css greater than this. Connects our CSS file to the HTML file. HTML creates the structure. CSS adds the design. The body section. Body. The body contains everything visible on the web page. Inside it we have h1 welcome to my first website. h1. The h1 tag creates a large heading. Headings help organize web page content. Then we have p hello everyone. This is my first web page using HTML and CSS. P. The p tag creates a paragraph. Paragraphs are used for normal text. Now save the file. If Live Server is working correctly, your browser should automatically refresh and display your web page. Congratulations! You just created your first web page, but you'll notice something. The page looks very plain. That's normal because HTML only creates structure. To make website look beautiful, we use CSS. What is CSS? CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. CSS controls the appearance of the web page. If HTML is the skeleton, CSS is the color, clothing, and design. CSS handles color spacing. Open your style.css file and type this. Body padding: 20px. Font family: Arial. Background color: light blue. H1 color: blue. Font size: 40px. P color: black. Font size: 20px. Now let's break it down. Body. This selector targets the whole web page. Inside it: padding: 20px. Padding adds space around the page. Font family: Arial. This changes the font style. Background color: light blue. This changes the page background color. H1. This targets all H1 headings. Color: blue. Changes the heading color. Font size: 40px. makes the heading larger. P this targets paragraph text. Font size 20px makes the paragraph easier to read. Now save the CSS file. Immediately, your web page should change. Background becomes light blue, heading becomes larger, and blue text becomes cleaner. And this is how HTML and CSS work together. HTML creates the structure. CSS controls the design. Together, they form the foundation of front-end web development. Now don't worry if some things still feel confusing. That's completely normal. Coding is like learning a new language. At first, everything looks strange, but with practice, it becomes easier. Every professional developer once started exactly where you are now. The key is consistency, practice regularly. Build small projects, experiment with code. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are part of programming. In fact, debugging, finding and fixing errors, is one of the most important coding skills. So if your web page doesn't work perfectly, check spelling, check symbol, check file names. Most coding problems come from tiny mistakes. After this lesson, try experimenting by yourself. Change the background color, change font size, add more texture, different fonts, add more headings. The best way to improve is by being curious. Ask yourself, what happens if I change this? Why did the color change? Why did the text become bigger? That curiosity helps developers grow faster. And remember, every huge website started with simple code like this. Nobody starts by building advanced apps immediately. Simple projects build strong foundations. The better you understand HTML and CSS, the easier advanced topics become later, like JavaScript. Response designates Bandsbiz development of and connect step by step. So stay patient. Keep practicing, and keep learning. You are already making progress simply by building your first web page. And trust me, this is only the beginning of your coding journey. In Part 4, we'll continue improving our website by adding buttons, images, links, styling, more modern design. So make sure you practice today's lesson before moving on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss Part 4. Keep coding, stay curious, and I'll see you next time. Watch as I display it.